saw themselves as the real justice fighter, they are the ones surrounding your uncle. And what I will appeal to you is, if you are engaging your uncle in a discussion, you understand, please, he is the only one that can sort that issue, to make the people around him stop making other people that are not around Baba as anti-justice. It can't lead us to anywhere. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm with you.
And look, let Baba understand that there are people who in the public, in the government, who are stretching their hand to help him. And the people surrounding him, are they willing to allow those people to help? In as much as they are around him and they want their suggestions, opinion, observations, view to superimpose, there is no way the people who have influence in the government and in the political realm of Nigeria to be able to help him. Are you getting what I'm saying? So,
yes, I'm with you.
What do you now think of Muyiwa now that you are Aloba, and what will you do with your uncle? I think you should engage your uncle and make him to realize some things. You understand? Because we felt he is not getting direct feedback and is actually weakening the movement for justice. So those are the few things that I have to say for now. I don't know, maybe in the course of our discussion some other things will come into my head.
The corona inquest, that was what I said earlier, that the only thing is the government. They are the one in charge of corona inquest. Whosoever they feel like, let them invite this person, they will invite. Let them, okay, come up with this result or this report. So they are meant to be in that position to advise the public or Baba if they don't want to come to the public. Okay, this is what we do. This is how we are going to fight this justice. This is how we can get to the root of this, the cause of the death. Because they were accusing Baba yesterday that the heir that has been fighting for property. This case is beyond property. This is not a case of just looking for property. Property is a small thing. Baba is old. You see the property that Baba wants to rely on to survive for the rest of his life. But this boy, they bullied him, and they eventually killed him. So that is the concern of the public. I'm also concerned. Even though I'm also part of the family, I know I'm part of the family, I should be concerned, but I'm just looking at, when I wake up every day, seeing people coming up, try to know the cause of this death. So everybody is concerned. So that is why we should just, what can we do? What can we do to ensure that we get justice? We know the government, they failed. On the part of the legal team also, there are mistakes. I would say they fail woefully, but they also did their best, because there are some circumstances that might not be made known to the public. But how can we move from here? How can we get this justice? What can we do better as it stands now? Because we already know where we are. So that is just it. We don't need to start, if we keep blaming the government and we are not doing the right thing, there's nothing will be done. It will just be as if we are just talking, discussing, analyzing their issue, but it's just to take the step. What can be? That's why I said when the comrade talks, okay, we'll look into it. If there's anything I can do, according to my own capacity, if there's a way I can reach out to Baba, if it warrants I going to meet him rather than talking on phone, I think that would be better. I will be able to see that, okay, I'm surely serious about this case. Unlike just, okay, we keep blaming. They might not know, because I don't know where they are. Even on their own side, Baba's side, I don't know what they have done so far. because we have to also know what they are doing currently. We also know where how far they have gone and what is hindering them from taking people to court. I believe that Oba Elegushi should be taken to court. What is his name doing in that petition? But I don't know if because what they said on TV yesterday, when they wanted to talk about Elegushi, that Elegushi came out to disclaim that news, that he doesn't know anything about those boys. And everybody agreed. I don't know why people will agree to that. So because they mention someone, does that mean that it cannot be investigated? Does that mean that from that statement he made, that the statement was actually true? No. That is why we need to start, okay, what can we do? How can we investigate him rather than just calling his name online? What do we expect from him? What did we expect the police to do concerning his own case? So those are the things we should just discuss, and that is what will lead us to the root of this, the cause of justice for Mohbad. We are not I don't know. We've not gotten any evidence against anybody, but the only evidence we had is that his name was being mentioned in that petition. Now let him come out. Let us investigate him. What is your name doing in that petition? Are you saying truly, is that statement you made, is it actually true that you don't know Sam Larry? What of the pictures trending online? That you guys, you were together, there are pictures, there are lots online that you both had together. Those are the things we need to, we need to start asking ourselves. The police need to do, but what the reason why I'm so disturbed and bothered is that the police, once they see big men, once they see you're a politician, once they see you are bigger than they will not be able to, they cannot question you. That is what is going on in Nigeria. They will not do anything. They see that these people is bigger than them. There are some people that are just above the law. I don't know.
I will just chip in few things that I felt you could communicate with him and engage him and make him to see reason why few things has to be done and few changes has to be made. Now, you made mention of government, and they are not doing anything. And I will respond to you by saying, I know very clear that you are a Nigerian and you know how university admission is being run in Nigeria. When you apply for admission in the university, in Nigerian university, I believe that you know that admission in Nigerian university is not express and it's not by merit, even if you merit it. I've seen people that score 250 in JAMB and clear their post UME examination, and at the end of the day they were not given admission. Do you agree with me?
Yes, you're right.
Good. So Mr. SKM, that is the same way transactions with government are being run and processed in Nigeria. I hope you are getting my analogy.
Yes, I'm with you.
I've seen multinational companies that bidded for federal government projects and were not considered. And I've seen local Nigerian companies that are not qualified were given the project. That is the case of Nigerian government. So if you say Nigerian government fails in Mohbad's case, I will outrightly disagree with you that the case managers who work with Baba and the legal team they are the one that I will classify as the failure. With due respect, in one way or the other, they might have had their obstacles that made them to fail. Do you get my clarification?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
It might not be lack of competency. Are you getting me?
Okay, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, but because they could not understand how process flows with the government, and that is why we were having the impression that government is the one that fails. You understand? When you apply for a DNA case in court and your application is not being treated since January, February, March, April, we are in June now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you will come and tell public that you are blaming court. No, we won't agree with you. We will say that you have not done what you are supposed to do. And when the body was exhumed and it was meant to undergo pathology and toxicology, where were they? They ought to have applied or approached the government to do a follow-up concurrently with what the government is doing, so that to avoid foul play. We didn't do that. Some people applied in January. They said no. It was a face-up with those people. You understand? So
Okay.
I think our failure, the failure of the case managers and the legal team to do what they are supposed to do as regards government effort was what bring us to this position where we are today. Because you won't tell me that government that exhumed the body, take it for pathology, autopsy and toxicology, approved forensic process and several other process were faulted. We can fault them maybe in 50%. You understand? Now,
Okay.
if you go and listen to the speech of the Commissioner of Information of Lagos State, you will see where the man is saying approval has been given for. So since Commissioner of Information made that statement and up till now, has anybody gone to Ministry of Information to go and demand the process of approval for autopsy, for forensic, and the process of going through the forensic? None. If there had been anybody, nobody had done that. So could we have blamed government that they have not been able to allow us do forensic? If there is approval, let somebody go and investigate. Where did they give the approval? The approval to which office, and to which office is the forensic supposed to be carried out? So for me, I'm going to be different in the aspect of government failure as regards to your statement. And then you mentioned something. You said Wole Olanipekun is from Ekiti, and I don't know. Can you come again with that statement?
Yes, that was what I said. No, what brought about that statement was that I called because I told him, Baba said it was the public that recommended San Shitu.
Okay.
So I just push it to him if we can consider Wole Olanipekun.
Okay.
If there's a way we can engage
Okay.
him in this case.
Now let me answer your question. I've been in this case from inception, and the same way you push for Wole Olanipekun was the same way I pushed for Wole Olanipekun. Look, Wole Olanipekun first son, Bode Olanipekun, is now a son. Myself and him, we were in the same secondary school, and up to today we communicate. And when we push for Wole Olanipekun, what your brother Muyiwa said was that Wole Olanipekun said he was busy. And I said, okay, are you sure this is what Wole Olanipekun said? SAN, former president Nigeria Bar Association. He said yes. And I picked my phone, and I called Bode that somebody made a statement against your father, and I want to clarify from you. And Bode said, call me the second day. And Bode called me. I called Bode the second day, and Bode said his father never made that statement. So that is an on that
With Moses, it was
yes,
not only Olaronipekun that was suggested. Even Mike Ozekome, you should know Mike Ozekome is in Abuja.
good. Some people,
SAS.
yeah,
He
some
was
people
part of those,
also,
he was part of those on the list.
yeah,
But they
even
ruled all of them out.
yeah, even SKB. Let me tell you, it's not only Woliola. I was the one who clarified that Woliola Nipekun never made that statement because we have close relationship with his son, who is my friend. And we even push for more classified lawyers to come into this case because we know how heavy it was. But they disagreed with us. Your uncle's brother disagree outrightly with us. You understand? So they have their reason for that. We may not know. Are you getting me? Now,
Okay.
number three things, I hope you are noting it so that when you discuss with your uncle, you say somebody tells some lies. Good. Now, number
Nothing.
three things that I want to say to you is this. Look, when you discuss with your uncle, let him understand that justice for Mohbad now has fashion. Fashion. And some people now see themselves as frontliner. Who are the real anti-justice? Who are the real justice fighter? And they see some other people as the anti-justice. And I felt this is not supposed to be. And those people that